Right, so we've broken potted a red ball, not completely accurate off the break, but sometimes you just got to take the ball and be happy. So we've got a cluster of balls up here, which I can play a red if I wanted to, if I wish to cannon something or make something happen. I slightly prefer the yellows, because both yellows at the bottom of the table do actually pot at this stage. And I may be able to control the yellow situation in terms of the cannon better. So I'm going to try and have a look up top of the table here. And I think I'm quite good here to kind of come into this area, come over here and develop something and make something happen. So I think what I'd like to play here is the left hand yellow of the two, kind of miss the second yellow with a little bit of pace and kind of make something happen on the right hand side. Okay, I think we'll be pretty happy with that. We've managed to make something happen, develop most of the awkward area. It's quite nice here. So the question here is, after playing this one, where do I want to head after that one? Now I could take the option of getting over here now, which would be interesting. I could elect to play this one next and possibly drop into this area. That would be that would work as well. So kind of either or really. I think what I would probably attempt to play, because I've got quite a bigger angle than what it actually looks on the screen. So I'll probably try and play twice across here and try and get on one of the yellows into the same pocket. Okay, so I'd be very happy with that at this stage. Played it quite nice, got nice and thin on the ball. So now it's a case of, I'm going to play this one next. Do I want to come down into this area and play these two, where I've got a lot of room? I think what I play is, I think I'd sort of play into here and kind of have a little look at where I was at. If I can play that one and get on the one at the top nicely and then transition to the bottom of the table, I'd be tempted at this stage. So I'm going to have a little look, play the one on the right hand side. Okay, played relatively nicely. So again, at this stage I'm not absolutely, which is a little bit unlike me, I'm not completely at ease with exactly what I'm going to play. But I think the fact that I've now come straight on this ball has sort of made my mind up. I think I'm going to push through into this area to give me a nice angle to come down for the bottom two balls. So we've landed quite nice here. Okay, that's pretty good. And now decision time, do I play for the one on the side rail or do I play for the one at the bottom of the table? I've no reason to suggest why the one on the side rail wouldn't be the ball. And I'll probably play this around about 9 o'clock just to widen the angle of action. I'm very pleased with that. So I think the natural angle was more taking me into here, which I could have took distance and taken the medicine of action, but I felt like 9 o'clock was quite nice to get close to my work. So I want to block this. I don't want to catch the red on the way through because it may scupper a position here. So again, just nice and easy. Just coax it down. And now it's an either or choice. Well, I can either bring the cue ball into here or I can bring the cue ball into here. I'll probably play this with a kind of 4 o'clock on the white. You know, the natural's going to take me into here. If I was going to play this side, I think I'd play 9 o'clock on the white, maybe even 8 o'clock. In fact, I think I will play 8 o'clock just to demonstrate the other side of the ball. So 8 o'clock took me 2 cushions, which probably was a little bit nicer than the speed control of 4 o'clock. You know, we spoke about getting the direction instead of the speed control. Up the back of the cue a little bit. Nice and in control of the cue. and a nice finish. Now, we wasn't exactly sure what we were getting off the first ball, but we knew we was going to make something happen. We got a really good result, in fairness, and the second shot was really the key to unlock the old frame, to get twice across, neat and tidy on the two over here, and we got out. So, shall we look at another one? Okay, so that was a little bit better in terms of control. We made a ball, so that's as happy as what we can be. Now we've got a yellow into the corner, which I do think I can play in such a way that I'd be able to control to some degree the cannon that I was going to get. There's a little bit of a sticky area here, but certainly nothing that we couldn't deal. Certainly something we couldn't deal with. But we've got the red in the corner here, and kind of cannon into this one, which wouldn't really be where I'm at as a player. So I'm going to nominate, or I'm certainly going to play the yellow in the corner, pocket speed, and just play off the edge of the red and send the cue ball down the bottom end of the table. But there's an element of control with this, because I know exactly what I'm cannoning, and I know exactly what I'm going to get. I'm just a little bit fearful this might come over and spoil things, but so we'll have a little look at that, see what we get. Okay, so potted the ball a little bit thick. Didn't get the arc ball as desired on this ball, which was going to take me into this area. Not saying that we necessarily deserve that to happen, but I think once you obviously don't get what you played, you know, you're open to that happening. Now, I have got this ball here, and I can come here. But clearly I've got a problem ball. So I may here in a match situation just take the punt and playing the combination shot. Because in playing the combination shot, I deal with this area here and open things up. But using this ball to pocket this, I will then use the ball that I'm playing to actually break this ball out. So this is quite advanced. But in a match situation, even if I were to get the pocket, I'd still be in quite a good position with the way this red is here. So of course I'm trying to make it, but if I don't, it probably wouldn't be a disaster in a match situation. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the ball that I've just played to bring the bad one into play. Now I would have liked it to have maybe come a hair further, so I could have played that natural, but it's not the end of the world. So play this ball here, I'm playing into the red, but playing to at a pace where I'm not thumping the hell out of it. You know, just play it nicely. I'll go back up at the second bite of the cherry at it if I need to, as long as I don't go gung-ho here. Not quite as intended. Now, we need a little bit of luck here, and I think we've had it. I think the yellow does cut in the corner, which isn't the lucky part, but I think we've been a tad fortunate that this goes into here. Wasn't just played, I wanted to get the red a little bit more full, and I wanted to play on this one. So it just goes to show when you know on that natural, you've got to execute it for yourself. We can't always get what we want, you know. But this one does go. It's not an easy pot, but nevertheless it's a pot. We've got to jack up a little bit though, knock the side rail and back out, which doesn't make it the easiest shot in the world. Okay, so potted it a little bit thick. So because I potted it a little bit thick, the cue ball didn't quite get out as much as I wanted. You might have said, well, I could have left it here. I could have done, but then I'm almost playing like a half shot. And I wanted to give it a little bit. So I caught it a bit thick, which meant the cue ball didn't travel out as far as if I potted it into the centre of the pocket. But we've got a shot. We're scrambling. I wouldn't necessarily advise this from a coaching point of view, but we're scrambling and sometimes we have to. So pop the ball is key here. which we've done. Again, not amazing, not an amazing angle. So this is more of a exhibition of potting than it is of coaching, because we're not quite sure what's going on. We're kind of winging it a little bit. I think I'm okay to play this to come around the back of the red though. That's an interesting line I've got. I'd be delighted with that. I couldn't really hit that much better, but it's really crisp. I've come really nice to just 6 o'clock, cue it nicely. And then the 8 ball in the corner. So this was a bit more of, like I said, more of a potting demo than really than it was a coaching demo. But nonetheless, a good combination shot to get some sort of canon, and a good shot played to get back to the ball, and then of course cue the 8 ball nicely. And we're out. So that's not quite that's how you do it, but we got there in the end. So like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.